What is up, everybody? Charlie here with JC3 Cards and Collectibles. We had a little pop in today at the Green Bay Card Show at the KI Convention Center here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Just a short trip, just an hour or two. We stopped in today. Didn't do some hardcore digging, but we did leave with a little stack of pickups. So we thought we haven't done a pickups video in a while, so we're going to go through it today. That's right, folks. We are going to have a pickups video today. Short time at the KI Convention Center for the Green Bay Card Show today. Stu and I stopped in for a little bit, and we were looking for one particular card. My brother said he was looking for a Jackson Churio rookie, so we went there specifically looking for that. But since I had $100 in my pocket, I thought, well, let's look around a little bit more. And we did something a little different. We didn't really target the real low end value boxes because we were looking for a Jackson Churio rookie as our main goal. We hit boxes that were $3 and up. And we got some different things than we normally pick up, but I think we still got some good value for $100. And then at the end of the day, so we really hit just three tables, $100. But the last table we hit was a dealer we have had a little bit of a relationship with. We have sold at tables close to each other. And they had some $1.50 and quarter boxes that we really got some good value out of as well. So we're going to run through those today and give you an idea of the kind of stuff that we brought home as I get the card cam ready to go here. And there we go. We're going to start off with some of our pickups that were unsleeved cards. So these were typically in a quarter box. And of course, as we picked out more, we got a little better deal. We probably ended up paying somewhere around 15 cents a card on these. So the first card we have here is going to be an Eric Crouch Topps Pristine NFL Reebok Rookie Premier. And really a nice card here to be in a quarter box. This is a 2002 Topps Pristine. You've got a nice NFL logo on there. You've got the jersey dimpled finish on it. And the N in the NFL is player worn, authentic memorabilia from Topps. Eric Crouch still has a huge following in Nebraska. So college football season's here. People get nostalgic for that. We thought that would be a good pickup as well. That's, I'll probably put that out for $5 in our store. So that turns a nice profit on that. And then we also got some wrestling cards today. This one was a surprise. This is 2022 Panini Chronicles WWE, and it is a blue parallel out of 99 for Chad Gable. So you can see the Chronicles there has a blue foil finish to it. It's a really nice looking card. Chad Gable up in the turnbuckles there. You can see the foil stamp there out of 99. Was a little surprised to find that one there, but at the same time, it's not a bold card either. So I can understand how it might get kind of in with the mix with everything, but that's a card I'll put up for $5-6 as well as a pretty unique card. And then I hit on a little more WWE. This is Breaking Barriers. It's a subset from a WWE set here. Let me look at this a little closer. 2020 WWE. And it features legendary Chyna. And there we see that. Breaking Barriers. Chyna becomes the first woman to enter the Men's Royal Rumble match January 24th, 1999. So, pretty cool image of her. And we didn't get just one. We got another Breaking Barriers here of Chyna. And this next one is October 17th, 1999. Chyna wins the Intercontinental Championship. The first woman to win that, I believe. I don't think she's the last, though. I feel like, oh gosh, there's a memory in my mind that says maybe Mae Young won it in her geriatric age as well. They do some funny things at the WWE sometimes, excuse me. But that is Chyna. They called her, I believe they called her the ninth wonder of the world, because she was such a unique figure in wrestling. Continuing with the wrestling theme, I also picked up some Alexa Bliss. So here's Alexa Bliss when she worked with Bray Wyatt. You can see her on the swing there, and she's got the. I'm trying to think of what they Twisted Bliss type of persona of her. But there's still hot rumors that she is coming back with the Wyatt Six. Picked up a Hulk Hogan, and the reason I picked this one up is Hogan is, if you watch my liquidity list, you will see that Hulk Hogan is routinely still up in the top 10, one of the most legendary wrestlers of all time. I grabbed this one specifically because it was Hollywood Hulk Hogan in the NWO days. So prismatic entrances, insert, and you got the dark Hulk Hogan. Current superstar coming up here, Raw Women's Division, Rhea Ripley. She's had some title runs now. I think she will have some more. Just a phenomenal star. Here's another Rhea Ripley. This one is a hollow foil, so you get a little color with that one. That is always good. Never turn that down. Some more Alexa Bliss with the, I'm going to call it evil Alexa Bliss, the Funhouse Alexa Bliss. Let's call it that, Funhouse Alexa Bliss. And one more here. This is also a nice foil version, if I can get it to sit nice. Alexa Bliss falls into a trance, September 25th, 2020, on SmackDown. So that is a pretty cool looking card. I anticipate if Alexa Bliss does make her return, which she's been gone for a long time, giving birth to her first child, I believe. But if she returns, I think her market is just going to blow up for a period of time. So I want to make sure I've got a lot of selections out there for Alexa Bliss. Up next is a wrestler that went by a different name in NXT, but is now pretty popular on the main roster. So this is NXT UK days, and it is her rookie card. If I can pronounce this right, Aofi Valkyrie, I believe. But these days she goes by Lyra Valkyrie, which thank goodness, because that is a lot easier to say. But she's been getting pretty good pops. She's a fairly small performer. She's scrappy and tough, and the crowds have just been eating it up. So that's the start of some wrestling. Let's reset our stack. Up next is a really nice baseball card that I found. So this was sleeved, so you get a nice sleeve out of this purchase as well. But this is Diamond Kings and a Don Russ Diamond Kings 2005 Diamond Kings Hall of Fame Heroes framed blue out of 100. And this is Ted Williams. So you see the nice blue foil on the front, and on the back you will see numbered out of 100 from this Donruss Diamond Kings. Really nice card. Was surprised to see that in a quarter box as well. So, of course, I probably paid about 20 cents for that. That is, that is should get a pretty good return on that card. Ted Williams, of course, Hall of Famer. Good market for the Boston Red Sox. So excited to pick that one up. Up next is a 2022 Donruss Yordan Alvarez Diamond Kings. And it's kind of interesting to see the original Donruss Diamond Kings and then the Panini purchased Donruss brand with their Diamond Kings version. So this is a purple hollow foil. It's not numbered or anything, but pretty sharp looking card. Yordan Alvarez is still raking pretty well. So one of the reasons I picked this up is this table had a specific card that I wanted. And I really just wanted the one card. But in order to get a little better deal, I dug through some of the bulk to see if I can add some cards to it. And this one is one of the cards I added. Then we've got a 2015 Panini Diamond Kings and the Aficionado. I just like the look of these. I don't see a ton of them in boxes. So when I do, I typically pick them up, especially if they're, for 20 cents or so. Same set, Ronald Acuna Master Strokes. Same deal, just don't see a lot of them, so I will pick them up when I find them. Continuing with that set, a Master Strokes Juan Soto. Another nice looking card. If it looks nice and I don't see a ton of them in boxes, that is a good enough reason for me to pick them up, right? I'm going to reset our stack here again because I've got a couple horizontal cards coming up. Now we got some color. We got a refractor in here. I got to adjust this in the light so you can see this a little better. Let's see if I can get it just right. This is a Miguel Sano autograph, and with all that color refracting in the light, it's a little tough to see his autograph there. It is hard signed on the card. This is a 2013 Bowman Platinum Auto Prospects card for the Minnesota Twins. Not a huge market for Miguel Sano, but I'll probably put this out for about $8, just because it's a nice looking card. It's a nice clean auto. That to me gives me reason to put it out at a pretty decent price point. Also found this Topps, what is this? 2013 Topps Chasing History Auto. I have a lot of these Chasing Histories because 2013 is a year when I was still collecting. So I have a lot of these Chasing History inserts. However, I do not have a lot of the autos. So when I saw this Alex Cobb, who had a pretty good run with the Tampa Bay Rays, I remember having him on my fantasy baseball teams for a number of years. And he did pretty well for me. So to see his auto, I was pretty excited to see that. Again, not a player with a huge market, but I don't see why I shouldn't be able to get $4 or $5 for an Alex Cobb auto on that. So pretty pleased to see that as well. Little bit of UFC in there. I don't get a lot of UFC anymore. I used to get more. Just hasn't been a huge seller for me, so I've kind of dialed it back. But I do like these Crown Royal type styles. These are Panini now. So we got a John Jones here, light heavyweight champ. John Bones Jones, if you want to throw in the nickname. It's got a pretty good following there. And then I'm going to reset again because this next one is one of our favorites here. We got an acetate card coming up, and that's in a top loader. Let's see if I can get that positioned in a good spot. But we got a Jalen Hurts here. We love the acetates. We love the clear cards. So I pick those up whenever I can get those for a good price. And this was less than $1. Up next is a die cut, which we also love. It's a 2015 Topps Chrome. I'm going to turn my stack because it's a horizontal card. 2015 Topps Chrome. And it is a Ronnie Lott, but it is an insert of Super Bowl 50 die cuts of Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. Just a really cool looking card. I don't know if you can see the die cut's really cool, but where his right arm is outside of the 42 is die cut, and then on the opposite side as well. So a nice looking card there. I was happy to pick that up. Another great, but not yet a Hall of Famer, a Rodney Harrison of the New England Patriots. If I can get that centered for you. This is numbered out of 99. That's a 2023 Panini Prestige Extra Points Premium Purple. So nice to find that in a dollar box as well and pull that out. And then next we have a 2022 Panini Playbook. And this Panini Playbook, this is a Hot Routes insert with memorabilia, and it's numbered out of 75. This is Jahan Dotson of the Washington Commanders. Would have been nice to get a tricolor patch out of here, but just got the white. But I'll take it for less than $1. I will definitely take that. Then we got some Derek Jeter in that box as well. There is a Bowman Chrome Derek Jeter. We got a Dave Bautista from the WWE from the Legacy set. Why did I get this? Well, Dave Bautista's got a new movie coming out, and that will draw some attention to the name. Hopefully, send some people looking at his cards. So I wanted to have a few more options out there for his cards as well. A little more China, Panini Prism. I don't get a ton of Prism anymore either. But since we had China, she had the belt there. I thought it was a nice image. That'll be a nice card for someone. We'll reset our stack. A little more wrestling. We got a little John Cena here, who announced this will be his final year of in-ring performing. And we got a 2-for-1 here because we also have the legendary Booker T in here as well. Looks like he is giving Booker T a bulldog, which is the precursor to the 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see me, right? So kind of my takeaway from this one for you is that this is an iconic move for an iconic wrestler. So it hit some criteria for me to pick up, and the price was right, so I went with it. If you watched Monday Night Football last week, you saw the New York Jets are firing on all cylinders, and I came across this Aaron Rodgers in his New York Jets uniform. I believe that's last year's card, actually. Let me see. 2023. So that is his first year in a Jets uniform. And excuse me, I'm going to take a quick drink here. Thank you for your patience. So he, of course, was injured in the first couple minutes of the first game last year. He started his career here in Green Bay and carved out quite a legacy, but went to the New York Jets last year. So wanted to have a little bit of New York Jets uni cards for Aaron Rodgers. And, of course, you can see this one is a refractor. A little more memorabilia here, and again, these ones were top loaded when I picked them up. So you get that free top loader out of it as well, which is huge. Like you may say, "Oh, what's the big deal? It's just a top loader." When you're shipping cards out regularly, getting free top loaders is a huge part of the deal, right? So this one is a 2002 Pacific game worn jerseys insert with a piece of jersey from Warrick Dunn from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know about you, but anytime I think of Warrick Dunn, I think of a commercial he did where he joked about being on the cover of Cat Fancy. So I can't hear the name Work Done anymore without thinking of Cat Fancy. That's just me. I don't know about you. But a nice card here. Work Done. Great player for the Buccaneers. This is probably, I'll probably put this up for $5 as a memorabilia card, and it's game used. So, and I love Pacific too. Like I wish they were still around. Nice looking cards they put out. Now, this next one is a 97 Pinnacle Inscriptions of Hall of Famer, the GOAT. Not you, Stu. Stu gets a little jealous. Uh-oh, we got to watch it. But the GOAT of wide receivers. How about that? Jerry Rice. This is, as I said, 97 Pinnacle Inscriptions, the next level. Jerry Rice of the 49ers. They also have a challenge collection, which is more dominant with red. This is just the base, but a really sharp card. I have a lot of Jerry Rice cards in my inventory, whether it's back stock or listed. I did not have this one, so I grabbed that one in a stack. Up next, we've got the Jackson Churio card of the visit. So as I mentioned, I was actually going there looking for a Jackson Churio rookie card at my brother's request. I did find this 2024 Topps Hobby Rip Night Jackson Churio. So I grabbed it, and I paid up a little bit. Churio's turned around some slumps. He had a good last month. So his prices are back up. I couldn't swing a huge deal on this. I did get a couple bucks off on it, which on a single card, that's a pretty good amount. But what was interesting is it wasn't until I got it home that I realized, hey, this reddish colored border is actually a parallel. I wasn't familiar with the Topps Hobby Rip Night sets, so I didn't know this wasn't the base color, the base set. The base is actually got a regular white border on it. So this red border is a parallel, which makes it that much better. So I consider it a fairly low-end rookie card of Jackson Churio. I will probably, well, I'm not going to put this one out for inventory unless my brother decides he wants a different option than I might have for him. But if I put it out, it'll probably be about $10. $10 for that, versus the base flagship rookie is going to be considerably less, right? So I got a Packer player here, and I'll reset my stack again. I don't go out purposely looking for Packer players as the hometown team, but I will pick them up once in a while if it's somebody I don't see a lot of. And in this case, it's Robert Brooks. It is a 1996 Pacific Invincible, and it is a silver parallel of Robert Brooks, who had a great performance in the Super Bowl for us with Brett Favre. So locally, Robert Brooks is still in the minds of many Packers fans. So like I said, I don't see him in a lot of boxes. And then you have the little bit of acetate insert picture there. Right down here, you can see. So that really sold it for me. I'm like, yeah, I'll pick that up. I think that's an option I'd like to have in my store. Then you can't go wrong with Rickey Henderson, right? And I got to flip this around for a horizontal. I found this Rickey Henderson 2022 Stadium Club Chrome, which y'all know I am a huge fan of Topps Stadium Club. But I found this X-Fractor of Rickey in his Oakland uni. So that's an automatic yes for me. I will take as many Rickey Henderson cards as I can find. To get a nice X-Fractor parallel like this, I think it looks sharp. I think, there'll be a market for that. So I snatched that up right away. And then staying with Topps Stadium Club, because it is one of my favorite sets. I also got this 2023 rookie card of Gunnar Henderson of the Baltimore Orioles. The great thing about Top Stadium Club is the full bleed photography. So we have him here in his close-up portrait view, holding the bat here. It looks like he's getting ready to go to bat, but no border. So it makes it really a nice-looking card to me. And it's a true rookie card. His debut season. It's licensed by both the Players Association and the league. So it fits all the criteria for a true rookie card. So I think there'll be a nice market for this, especially if he, goes in another burst here as the season comes to a close. So I thought very little risk in that. Now this next card is very near and dear to my heart as well. It's a 2022 Donruss Optic, and it is the Bomb Squad insert, and it's very topical. So that's another criteria for pickups sometimes is get those topical cards. This one is the Bomb Squad insert of Shohei Ohtani in his Angels uniform, and it is the refractor parallel. So you can see the rainbow going through that color, through that card. So this is topical because just this week, Shohei Ohtani became the inaugural member of the 50-50 Club. I know. Can you believe it, Stu? 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases. He had a night where he I shouldn't say broke the record. He created that club with a 6-for-6 performance, 10 RBIs. I believe it was 3 home runs, 2 stolen bases. Just an amazing night by Shohei. And remember, he can come back and pitch yet too. Like he's not just a hitter. It is unbelievable the things he's doing. He is a modern day Babe Ruth. I don't think we can contest that any longer. All right. Next up, a young player that I see a lot of potential in. I had a lot of fun following him this year. Another Topps Hobby Rip Night card, Jackson Merrill, and his true rookie card. San Diego Padres. He's had a pretty good rookie season. I'm going to take another quick drink here. So I kind of equate Jackson Merrill to Corbin Carroll of last season. Young kid, had a lot of success both offensively and defensively. We'll see what year 2 brings, but he was definitely someone that I felt like I want to take a chance on him and have a few options available for him. So that's what I did. And I'm going to reset the stack because I've got another clear acetate card coming up. Here we have a King of Cards from Panini, one of my favorite sets. Excuse me. Got a little dry mouth here tonight. We've got Bijan Robinson of the Atlanta Falcons, and this is the King of Cards insert set from Illusions, and it is a clear acetate card, which is a huge favorite of ours. We pick up a lot of acetate cards just because we want to have corner a market on that. Excuse me. Sorry, having a little cough here, working through it for you. But we want to really have a lot of selections in our store of acetate cards and die cuts. So we pick up a lot of those. I'm going to power through this. I don't know why all of a sudden my throat got so dry. Obviously, I'm talking a lot more than I would normally be. All right, so next up, this was a beautiful card that really caught my eye. This is a 2023 Panini Black Royal Parallel out of 75, and it is Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens. So you get the nice purple with the Royal Parallel, and it's a true black. It isn't a Chronicles black. This is a true Panini black. numbered out of 75, so you got a fairly low number there, so you can't go wrong with that. And to get that for less than $1 is a what I consider a huge win. Moving on from that one, we've got some Spellbound. I always like to pick up Spellbound whenever I can. So this is a 2021 Donruss Elite Spellbound Green, and is the second N in Peyton Manning. It's weird. I always see these in kind of a spotty appearance. I don't see a ton of them, but every time I go digging in boxes, I might come home with one random Spellbound. Now, I'm fine with coming home with one random Spellbound because I don't see a lot of them in boxes. And I figure people are like me. I have a Spellbound set. I've got a pink Trevor Lawrence set. If you pick up one or two, you're going to want to get the rest. And that's why I like to have some in my store, because I think people are going to want to see those cards and fill out that set. So I have no problem with getting one or two. That suits me just fine. So then we have a nice Patrick Mahomes insert from Optic. This is a chain reaction from 2022. Nice hollow foil finish there. You can see the rainbow going through. Looks really nice. We'll always take some Patty Mahomes cards. That is not even a question. When you see those for the right price, you grab them. And I just don't see this one a whole lot, so I was happy to pick this one up as well. You can't really go wrong with Patrick Mahomes cards, so I'll get them anytime I see them in the box. And in this case, it was a pretty good price. I couldn't turn away. And to see the refractor is just great as well. But his market's still strong. Then we have a Prism, Tiffany Stratton, just doing great things in WWE, really becoming a superstar. Unfortunately, not the rookie card, but nonetheless, she's doing such a great job that it makes sense to pick up more of her cards, because I think she's just going to be a mega superstar before she's done. If she can avoid any bad publicity or any injuries or anything like that, that would knock down her hype. But she performs great in the ring. She performs great on the mic. So far, I've found nothing I can kind of pick at. Then some more Alexa Bliss. So we've got some Prism. We've got a 2024 Prism. This is the Ruby Wave, and I really like the Ruby Wave parallels. Nice looking card here. It's kind of a basic pose by her, and I think it's an older image when she was not working with Bray Wyatt. But the Ruby Waves, man, I am a sucker for those. I have a lot of Ruby Waves. I think they just look sharp. You've got the solid red, which is striking, and then you add in that wave effect, and I think it's just a really strong image, and I think a lot of people find the eye appeal in that. That's what a lot of these cards are about, right? Is getting that eye appeal, to buy that card instead of some other card, right? But I still think Alexa Bliss's market is going to be hot if she comes out with the Wyatt 6. People are waiting for it. Then a 2024 Topps Heritage Jason Dominguez rookie card. So if you watch the liquidity list, you know Jason Dominguez is still up there, high on our liquidity list, as most Yankees young stars are. It's the biggest market in baseball, whether it's a top prospect or first year rookie. They do well when they're Yankees, and Dominguez has just got to stay healthy, stay in the field, realize his potential. Time will tell if he's got lasting power in the market. but as a rookie, he's up there. And then Elly De La Cruz, still going strong. Such an electrifying rookie for the Reds. Another 2024 Topps Heritage. I've moved a number of Elly De La Cruz cards already, and I anticipate they're going to keep moving. Another Jason Dominguez. This is the 89 35th anniversary Mojo, people like to call it. The silver pack chrome. It's got the special pattern on it. It does look really cool. These move quite a bit. People like to collect these. So always happy when I can find a Mojo in a box someplace for a good price. That's a no-brainer. I pick those up every time. They move really well. And of course, you got to stick with those Yankees, right? You got to go where the market takes you, and the Yankees certainly do. I do enjoy these 35th anniversary ones as well. Just a sharp design. So then we've got some Allen and Ginter, 2022 Allen and Ginter. We've got a mini red framed relic. Votto is sure to be a Cincinnati legend. His name will be around long after he's there. Of course, he's moved on now. He's at the end of his career. Will be retiring soon, I believe. I don't know about Hall of Fame for Joey Votto, but he will be one of those players that fans of the Cincinnati Reds will never forget his name. I love the framed minis, and then this adds the relic to it as well. So that kind of gets me every time. I was happy to find this one in a box at a really good price. Some more wrestling. We've got another Tiffany Stratton. This is her rookie card from NXT. I think it's before she won the belt in NXT as well. But she was already doing some pretty impressive things down there in NXT when this rookie card came out. It looked pretty clear she was going to the main roster, and that is exactly what happened. Will be exciting to see, what she continues to do on the main roster, because she seems to have all the tools to be just a mega superstar. Then we got Bron Breakker, his rookie card from Chronicles Black, and this is 2022. Bron Breakker, of course, is the son of Hall of Famer Rick Steiner and the nephew of Scott Steiner, who you may know more as Big Papa Pump. But Bron Breakker is an interesting case. The WWE is really pushing him, similar to what they did with Roman Reigns, and that caused some backlash. The crowds were not happy with him being shoved down their throat. Took him a long time to warm up, but now we know how he's doing with the bloodline. He carried the company for a number of years. Bron Breakker is a guy that I think could do something similar. He's smaller in stature, though. He's built, don't get me wrong, but he's a shorter guy. They're really hyping up his speed because of that. And he is pretty dominating in the ring. They brought him in really strong, just decimating people, and a lot of attitude, a lot of intensity. He is entertaining to watch. I think they want him to grow his mic skills a little bit, but in the ring, he looks good. And if you pair him with the right people, he looks dominating and imposing. But if you put him next to like a Big Show or something like that, that's probably not a good example because Big Show's not in the WWE right now, but he is diminutive in stature because of his lack of height. Now, can't have everything, right? But wrestling is a business where visuals mean a lot. Another Jeter card here. So this is Skybox. I think it's 2000 Skybox. And it is an insert, the technique. So it's kind of like a scouting report. Sharp eye, aggressiveness, and excellent range. So it is a very cool card. It's an insert out of 15. This is number 9. But when they talk about Sharp Eye, they talk about his hits and his average, his responsiveness, gets the extra base, his aggressiveness, his excellent range, stellar defensively, which are all true things about Jeter. I joke with the dollar box about Jeter a lot, but I respect Derek Jeter and what he has accomplished. And then coming up next, we have some more Derek Jeter. And this is a really sharp card. I really, really like this one. It's the high voltage insert from Vanguard, Pacific Vanguard. And it's a 2000 card as well. So you got the lightning bolts coming down. You got the high voltage sign like at a power plant in the background. He's got the defensive stance there. He's kind of blocking that sign a little bit. But really sharp. You got the blue. I like that card a lot. And I think there'll be a good, strong market for that as well. Really, any Derek Jeter goes pretty well. So here's another one, Topps 205. This is a 2003 Topps 205. It's the full size. Um, and then I also have the mini, which is really fun to me when I can get multiples of the same design in different sizes. So you get the full size and you get the mini. I am a big fan of minis, although they can be a pain to store, but they're kind of cool cards in my opinion. And what I like about them is if you can keep them in good condition, it gives you a little advantage. Then I picked up this Jose Altuve. I don't get a lot of his, but he is a really strong player. This one's serial numbered out of 250 because it's a parallel purple. Sometimes I see a little pink in there. It's a refractor. A nice looking card. Then we got a horizontal Jeter coming up here. So we'll flip this around. This next one is an upper deck. And this one just had some of that eye appeal for me, caused me to pick it up. There we go. Get that centered really good. So you got the foil number 2 up there. You got pennant driven, the title of the insert in foil. And then you got this kind of holographic image in the background there. Now you'll see there's a little smudge on this. That is on the top loader from like a sticker. It is, I pulled out the card to double check it. It is not on the card itself. So that'll clean right off. We have a little more wrestling. We've got a Prism. I don't get a lot of Prism again, but when it's the right card, I will pick it up. So we got the Rock. Great thing about this is it's kind of a 2-for-1. You get the Rock and you get Stone Cold Steve Austin. And why did I really pick this one up? Well, it's because the Rock is given a rock bottom. So that is an iconic wrestler doing his iconic finisher, which is an image that I think you seek out and you really search for. And to be fair, I probably have tried to give people a rock bottom once or twice in my life, trying to imitate the Rock. I could never have the mic skills of the Rock, but I can do a rock bottom. If someone is willing or even unwilling, you can kind of surprise them with it sometimes. It's not a very difficult move to make, but it's a lot of fun to do. All right, then we got a Mr. T here. That's right. Mr. T, Panini Prism Cracked Ice from 2023. So this was an image from, I believe, the late 80s in one of the early WrestleManias. You got him in the boxing gloves there, kind of reminiscent of Clubber Lang from, is it Rocky 3 or I think it's Rocky 3. Where he faced Rocky and he was a boxer in that. So he kind of carried that persona over into wrestling. That was back when WrestleMania was bringing in a lot of Hollywood stars to try and juice it up a little bit because it was still a relatively new concept. And Mr. T was one of those people that came in. And then another prismatic entrances from Prism. Prism WWE, of course, in 2022. And Alexa Bliss. And there she's got the doll Lily. So this was in the Firefly Funhouse days. Just really excited to see if she comes back. So that brings us to the last card of the day. And this one really caught my attention. It quite possibly might stay in my personal collection because I really, really enjoy the design of this card. So there you have it. This is a 2023-24 Panini Crown Royal Test of Time insert. And it is the bronze parallel out of 99. A little tough to see the stamp there, but it is out of 99. But you got that nice emerald green background for the Bucks, contrasted against the blue alternate jersey. You got the little die cut there around the top and down by Giannis's feet. And of course, Giannis is a superstar, high on the liquidity list as well. So great pickups there. Really like the Giannis. This might end up on my shelf. Well, there we go. Our pickups for the day at the Green Bay Card Show at the KI Convention Center. As I said earlier in the intro, wasn't really planned to be a big pickup day. We came home with, just short of 60 cards, I think. We spent $100, so it was about $1.75 a card on average for the day. But we targeted some very specific things. We went for a Jackson Churio rookie, which, check, we accomplished that. And then we hit some of the upper dollar amount boxes, not just the dollar and below boxes. And we wanted to get some nice shiny new things and serial numbered cards that gave a little more premium option to some buyers in the store. And check, we did that as well. So all in all, pretty good day. Feel good about what we got today. What do you think? Do you think we got our value out of our $100 on that? What do you think is the best find we had today in our pickups? Let us know in the comments below. Always excited to hear your feedback on that and see what you thought. I learn through you, and hopefully you learn a little something through us here at JC3 Cards and Collectibles. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when new content is coming out. If you like this content, please hit that like button so we know that you enjoy these videos, and that'll tell us to do a few more of those. That's all we got for today. What'd you think, Stu? I think he had a good time. Like I said, it's been a while since we did a pickup video. Fall gets pretty busy for us around here. So we should have another liquidity list coming out pretty soon. So if you're a fan of that, look for that. We should be having a football one coming out within the next week. So other than that, I hope you're all doing well. Peace out. Take care of each other.